He positions off to this strap that is tucked under the others and doesn't realize it's not connected to anything, and he sits down and he just goes. Devon and I, we didn't know each other too well. We had done 2 sites together. It was just a really cool, chill guy. A really good worker. He was an old hand, so he worked with a lot of older folks. Wasn't quite accustomed to the newest safety regulations and whatnot. He was more or less, let's get out there and get it done kind of guy. You know, some guys are good workers, but you don't always get along with everyone. Devon wasn't one of those guys. He was good. We met on site. It was Jeff, Sebastian, Kenny, Andrew, myself, and Devon. It was kind of a big crew, honestly, for what we were doing. We were doing a full site build, AT&T. Devon was a top hand, I was a tech, and we were just working together on site. So that's essentially really all we really knew about each other. Hung out outside of work a little bit, a few times after work. Have a few beers in the evening or whatnot. PBR was his favorite. Yeah. The day that Devon passed started out as any other day on the tower, right? So we get out to site. This was it was behind a shopping mall, right? So imagine the tower compound. There was a bunch of trees in between, and we get out there. We hang out by the trailer, right? Big enclosed trailer with all our gear and whatnot in it, and we hang out. We're talking about the site, the job, the tailgate meeting, what we're doing that day, and nothing out of the ordinary. It's a really irregular day. I mean, crane, man basket, 100-foot monopole. What it is a boom swap. So we're taking a bunch of steel down, putting a bunch of steel up. Once lunchtime comes around, by this point, we've gotten all of the steel down, and it's a naked monopole. There's nothing up there. And we get down, we're hanging out, we're having a lunch session. The guys all do their thing, smoke weed or whatnot. I'm not a big partaker in that, but I'm nothing against it. Some of the guys can actually do that and work really well. It's surprising, but I've been proven wrong. So we get back to work. We're going up the tower, and we're using this man basket, right? Big yellow metal basket that the crane hooks to that takes us up so we don't have to climb. It's usually safer, and nothing wrong with it. So we get up to the top, and I'm with Shay and Devon and myself. And as we're going up, we're talking, hanging out, talking about music, some band that Devon liked. I forget what it was. It's killing me to this point. That he was like, man, it's my favorite band ever. But anywho, I'm like, hey man, I know we're in a basket, we're not gonna fall out, but tie off, right? And he ties off, no big deal. And we get up to the top, we're going to the back side of the tower. Again, this is a naked monopole, meaning there's nothing up there to grab onto. There's nothing to tie off to or anything, right? There's just some portholes and some straps that we have up there that you can hook onto. So you gotta be extra cautious. And we get up there and we go around to the right side, and Shay gets out of the basket, ties off, positions off, gets out of the basket. And so he's safe on the tower at this point. We go back around to the left side. Devon's getting off. He takes his Y lanyard off of the basket and gets on the tower. And he's getting all situated. He's standing there, standing on a porthole, holding the tower. It goes to position off to a strap. And meanwhile, I'm like, all right, crane, we're gonna swing right. I'm about to get off on the front side of the tower. We're getting ready to hang these new mounts. I'm gonna help re-rig and whatnot. Well, at this point, Devon hooks onto a strap that is, there's 3 or 4 green straps right here, which first of all, you're not typically supposed to tie off to anyway, but he positions off to this strap that is tucked under the others and doesn't realize it's not connected to anything. And he sits down and he just goes, right? He goes down 110 feet. He hits the boom right below us and spins around in the ice bridge on the ground. And in an instant, he's on the ground. And everything stops for a second, dead silence. We're like, what just happened? And Shay and I look at each other and we're like, we gotta go. And Shay goes to like dart to the basket. I'm like, stop. He's there. There's no rushing to help him. There's guys on the ground. If you fall, there's 2 of you on the ground. And so we stop, slow down, carefully. He gets in the basket. We go down. At this point, Jeff, who's our foreman, great guy. He's already got a game plan together. He sees what's happening. He already called 911. Kenny and Sebastian are right there beside him. They're working in the porthole, getting ready to pull the lines out of the tower, and they almost get hit by him. Crazy enough. Well, I'm not sure what they're doing at this point in time, but Jeff just says, you guys get out to the road right now, wave in the ambulance, wave in the paramedics, whoever's coming. And so we do. We dart out there. There's people standing outside the shopping mall looking at what just happened, all confused. And I'm out in the street waving these guys in. He survived 7 hours before passing away. It had to be a devastating 7 hours. His mom answered my phone call, coincidentally, and thought it was a prank call. Thought it was a really mean prank. And after a few attempts, she finally is like, accepts that her son is gone and is devastated. You work so long up there, you forget that you're at 100 foot off the ground. It's hard to say you forget you're up there, but all you're focused on is, I got to do this task, I got to do that task, and then I get to go home at the end of the day, gonna get a nice steak and a beer. The other guy that was on the tower with us, that's why he quit. He realized that day, he was like, man, that's gonna be me. I get up there and I'm too comfortable. I just jump around, move around like it's just another day at the office. It could happen to me, so I need to get out of this industry. So that complacency kills, is what they say. That accident mainly woke me up to watching your guys on the tower. Even though they trust themselves, they've got years of experience, so did Devon. And that sometimes is worse, because the new guy, he's gonna be 100% sure he ties off because he's scared shitless. It's more your experienced guys that are more experienced than you are, right? A lot of guys will be like cocky about it. I know what I'm doing. I can tie off to this. I'm good. I'm like, I don't care if you think you're good. I'm not sitting next to your kids at your funeral. I'm not doing that. So I'm gonna tie off to you, or I'm gonna escalate the situation, and you can get as mad as you want. We were Tower 1 under Future Tech, under Ericsson, under AT&T. Essentially, when it gets down to the bottom guy, us on the tower, we're like, okay, well, we have 2 hours to build this whole site. I mean, that's obviously an exaggeration, but essentially that's what it feels like, right? You get to the site, skip the JHA, skip all the paperwork. That stuff takes a lot of time. The foreman will do it when he has time while you guys are on the tower, get our permission, sign our signatures. Somebody had to run to Office Depot to print out JHAs and rescue plan. And one of the guys actually went over to him in his harness and moved that strap from his Grillion to his Y lanyard in hopes that it might save the company or save the company money or something like that. I was very questionable about that when he went and did that. After the incident, when they got hit with those fines and stuff from OSHA or whatnot, they just do as all companies do, and they closed and rebranded and opened back up under a different name. Use common sense and take your time and do what feels right. If they're rushing you, tell them to stop rushing you, and take your time, be careful, do what you think is right. You'll get a lot of bad advice from guys, hey, do this, but don't tell anyone. Like, do what you know is right. It's your choice if you want to do something dumb, but I'm not sitting next to your kids at your funeral. That's what hurt the most. We all went to the funeral. The company bought us flights and everything to go up to New Jersey, stay with his family. I was sitting next to 2 little girls that didn't know where their dad was. That's what you need to think of when you're up there.